When you're building a business or a startup, your online presence needs to be there from day one. Something professional, easy to manage, and straight to the point. That's why we built the business one-page template with built-in support for multiple languages. In this video, we'll see how to create and customize this type of project from scratch. The template includes everything you need to present a business in a clear and professional way. It starts with a hero section that delivers the main message, a clear headline, a value-driven subtitle, a strong call to action, and supporting visuals. Next, we have the services section, designed to easily explain what you offer, who it's for, and what makes you different. It's a straightforward and easy-to-read section. Next comes the contact section, with a built-in form that lets people contact you without leaving the site. It also comes with a built-in header and footer. In the header, we show the company name and the basic navigation. And in the footer, you'll find the company name, links to social media, and the privacy policy, which is a fully customizable page. The design is fully responsive, looks great on mobile and tablet, and lets you tweak colors and fonts to match your brand. This structure gives you everything you need without the extra noise. Let's create a project from scratch. Let's go to Content Island. If you don't have an account, you can create a free one at contentisland.net. Once you're in, click Add Project. A project creation wizard opens up. Let's give it a name, for example, My Business Site. We choose to start from a template. We click Next. And we choose Business Landing. We click Complete. And Content Island then creates the project with the structure and sample content ready to be customized. The template also provides the command to create the Astro solution and run it locally. We simply copy that command and move over to Visual Studio Code. In my case, I have VS Code open in the folder where I want to create the project. I jumped into the terminal. I paste the CLI command that I just copied from Content Island. I hit Enter. And it asks me a series of questions. The first one is where I want to create the project. In my case, I have a demo folder that is empty and I want to create it there. To do that, I tell it to do it in the folder itself by typing a period. If I wanted to create it in a subfolder, I would just have to type the name of that subfolder. I hit Enter. It has just cloned the project. And the next thing it asks me is if I want it to run an npm install for me. I confirm the prompt, and the dependencies are installed automatically. Everything is ready. All that's left is to launch the project. I'll run an npm run dev. I open the browser and head to localhost 4321. And we can see the website up and running. From here on, the interesting part begins, customizing the content. Let's start with the global settings. We go back to Content Island, select the Content tab. We choose the tree view. And we select the general entry, specifically this content. And we're going to change the website's favicon. We delete the current example one and add a new one. I can either choose it from the Explorer or drag and drop it. In my case, I'll drag and drop and upload it. If we click Publish, after refreshing the page, our favicon is now visible. Now, let's change the page title. Next, we head to Page Meta and pick Home. And we update the title with base factors information. And for the SEO description, we add this text here. We hit publish and check it out. After a refresh, the new title shows up. Next, I want to update the header, replacing Nexus with my company name, Base Factor. We go back to Content Island and choose Header. And within the menu options, I'll choose Brand Navigation. And I'll change the name to my company's name. Let's click Publish. We go back to the demo site and refresh the page. And there it is. Now, let's move on to the Hero section. Here, we'll modify the main title and the subtitle to clearly reflect what we do. Back in Content Island, we'll choose Hero section. And in the title section, we're going to modify it and the subtitle as well. We'll leave the call to action as it is, and we could change the images, but they don't look bad. We'll leave them as they are. Let's click Publish. We head back to the demo site and refresh. And here you can see the new Hero section. In the next section, the Services section, is where we're going to customize more content. Let's go back to Content Island. We'll select Services section. Here it is, with its list of services. The first thing I'm going to do is modify the description. And we're going to delete the example services. This consulting one, I'll also tell it to delete it completely. I don't want to use the templates values. That one too. And this one too. If you notice, a warning message now appears under Services. And that's because the services list must have at least one item. Let's add them and create new ones. To do that, we'll click on the plus sign here. And let's start. The first one is integration with headless CMS. Let's add a description. And for the image, we're going to add one. We drag and drop and upload it. Let's add an alt to the image. In features, we can add some bullet points with topics we want to highlight. And we'll look at reverse layout later. It allows us to place the image on the left or on the right. Let's add another one. Let's click plus and add this one, for example, and the description. And for the accompanying image. Let's drag this one. Let's add an alt. We'll leave features empty. And we'll look at reverse layout later. I'm going to add a couple more. I'll pause so I don't bore you, and then we'll publish them all. We have everything ready to be published now. In this case, we have several entries pending publication, both the services section and all the new services we've created. So, we click on the bulk publish button. All the pending changes to be published appear, and we press the publish button. And if we go to our template and do a refresh, we can see that our list of services now appears. There's one thing missing. It feels a bit flat. I want to bring the image in here and alternate it, switching sides to add some movement. What can we do? Well, we'll go back to Content Island and choose. The first one will be set to false, meaning the image is on the left. For the second one, I'm going to set the reverse layout to true. We'll leave the third one as it is. And for the fourth one, we'll set reverse layout to true. We click bulk publish and we publish. Let's go back to the browser and refresh. And here you can see that they are now displayed in an alternating layout. It's time to customize the contact section. Let's go back to Content Island and choose Contact Section. And we'll change the description to this. We publish the changes, go back to the browser, and refresh the page. And here we have the new description. Regarding this contact form, we have left the submission functionality blank. So you can choose the service that best suits you, if you're not sure which one to use. Here's a post that explains how Resend works and how to integrate it into your Astro project. We're almost done with the customization of our site. Let's go to the footer. And here we'll set the company name, the social media links, and the copyright. Let's go back to Content Island and select Footer. Let's scroll. For the brand, we enter base actor. In the copyright, we'll also enter base actor. And for social media, we can modify the existing ones, delete them, or add new ones. In this case, I'll go to X or Twitter, and I'm going to add my link. I'll go to LinkedIn and also add the link to the Content Island page. And I'm also going to modify the GitHub one. I'll go here and change it. Since I've modified several entities, I'm going to click on bulk publish. I'll publish. And if we go back to the website and refresh the page, the footer is now updated. We also have a privacy policy page available. If we click on it, here we can see some generic information. Ideally, you should enter your company's own privacy policy here. For simplicity's sake, we'll change some data so you can see it's reflected when we publish. Let's look in the tree for the privacy policy. Here it is. And for example, in the markdown, I'm going to enter base actor. Let's click publish. I go back to the site and refresh the page. And here you have base actor. Let's go back to the home page. And at this point, you might consider adapting the site to your corporate branding. To do that, let's go back to Content Island and go to the theme section. And here you can see that you can change the primary color and the fonts. In my case, I'm going to choose this color. I'm going to click Publish. I'll go to my site and refresh. And here you can see the new colors applied. That also work in dark mode. In this templates documentation, you can find tested color combinations that work especially well. As a final touch, if you have the Pro plan or higher, you can enable support for multiple languages. For example, we go to the General tab, we click on Edit, and we're going to add support for the Spanish language. Click on Save. And to see the changes reflected, we go to Visual Studio Code. We stop the server and run npm run dev again. This will generate the pages in English and Spanish. Let's test it. It's doing a refresh. And if I now scroll and select Spanish, here it is. Note, the content that appears is not the one I've customized. It's the template's default content in Spanish. How can I translate this quickly? I'll go to Content Island and select the Content tab. And, for example, I'm going to translate the hero section. If you notice, the English content is all complete. I switch to Spanish, hit Smart Copy, pick English as the source language, and translate the title and subtitle. And when I click Copy, we can see it has generated a first draft in Spanish, which is ready for a quick review and publishing. For example, we could add a little more text here. Now we're ready. We click Publish. We go back, refresh, and the Spanish version shows up with our changes. If you'd like to learn how to deploy this project on Versal and set up a webhook so the site updates automatically when you publish changes in Content Island, you'll find a step-by-step video on our YouTube channel.